Okay, we're live. So, three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 87 on security on the In30 network. I got two special guests, and they are going to tell me what I need to worry about next week when I go to DefCon. It's my first DefCon, and I brought in Peter and Whitney, both experts at this, and they're going to tell me what to do. So let's first say hi to Peter. Hey, Peter.
Hi, everybody.
And Whitney, are you there?
Hello, hi.
So, am I gonna have fun next week?
Absolutely. You're gonna
Probably more than you'd ever expect.
yeah. Sleep well this weekend because you will not be sleeping next weekend.
Well, so I read everything. I watched the documentary. I read everything. I'm afraid that anything I bring with me will be hacked, and that's it. Like I don't know what to do.
I think what stands out about the documentary that I had heard about before going to my first DEF CON but didn't realize was really true was the 3-2-1 rule, which is 3 hours of sleep, 2 meals a day, 1 shower or bath a day. And you think, oh, that's like easy, 2 meals, 3 hours of sleep, and then you realize it's like 6 in the morning, you've been chatting with people about random security topics, and you forgot to have dinner. So that's definitely something like to keep to.
And well, I think I made the mistake actually. I'm not. I was talking to Peter about this. I'm actually staying a little not on the strip. I'm staying about a mile away. So I'm gonna have to somehow go to my room, take my shower, and then come back. But it saved me a whole ton of money to buy more cool things at the show.
Well, you know what you could do? Make a friend, borrow their bathroom, take a shower in valleys or terrace.
Make a friend, yes.
That's what it's all about. There's going to be 15,000, maybe 16,000 people there this year. Make a friend.
So let's start out with something simple. I mean, we all know how DEF CON started, but can someone give me a better explanation than they just decided to meet in Vegas?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
That sounds like the standard hacker MO. Let's go to Vegas, get drunk, and hack stuff.
There were a bunch of hackers. They met on, way back when on BBSs, dial-up modems and all that. They decided, hey, let's have a party. They went out to Vegas, and that's how it all started.
Yeah, the first year was such a success. People wanted to do it again, so they had it again, and now it's 23 years later, and it's still going, and everyone goes. It's just one of those things.
And then so you go there, and I found out this issue of paying cash is actually a big deal in my sense. So I was saying pre-show that it's $230. I think it's $240 cash. You show up at the door. My employer needs a receipt, and there isn't one. So we went through this, and I had to explain to them that you don't ask security people who are concerned about privacy to create a paper trail just because you want one. So now I have to figure out how am I going to verify or prove that I was there.
You'll just have to bring back some really nice swag when you come back.
Yeah, you will get a PDF with a DEF CON logo on it that says you paid $230.
I believe you downloaded off the website. So
right. Everybody gets the same PDF document.
So can I hack the endpoint now and see if I can find the receipt already paid for?
No, they're usually not quite there yet. Their website changes, to the second sometimes. So it's probably not there yet.
So that's a good thing. I would hope that they had some security going on with that.
Yeah.
And then so Peter and Whitney are running the crypto village that I think I'm volunteering as part of. So what's up with these villages? I mean, every time I go, there's a new one. There's a car hacking village now that I really want to get to at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Now that sounds fun.
Yeah. So DEF CON, they have like the main DEF CON talks. There are also what they call villages, where there are more special interest groups, if you will. There's ham radio village. There's human hacking. There's biohacking this year, which means that stuff that you put implants into your body, stuff like that. And Whitney and I are part of the people that put together the crypto village, crypto and privacy.
Yeah, I think it kind of originally happened, from what I can tell, very organically. These spaces popped up as DefCon grew bigger and bigger, where people were like, well, I really like lockpicking, so like let's have a space where all those people can meet up. And as DefCon has gotten, to 16,000 people, you go and you're like, hey, I do crypto, or I want to learn about crypto, like where can I find the other people who do that, or cars, or IoT. There's an IoT village this year. So there are so many. It's great. It's becoming a much larger part of DefCon.
I mean, I'm going there knowing very little. I mean, I was talking to Peter. I've been talking to Peter over the course of the last few months, and from what I feel like, it's that I'm not going to be the only person who is very, very, if we want to call it, new at this, and that I'm not going to have a problem with that, with my severe lack of knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, when I went to my first DefCon, I went as a law student, and I think I was most surprised at how welcoming everyone was, despite me not having a technical background. I have one now, but back then I was like, hey, I want to learn, like, teach me how to do this, and someone sat with me and would, like, show me, like, lockpicking or anything I basically asked. I was like, how'd you hack that badge? Like, show me how you did it. And so you get all these opportunities if you kind of just jump into it and say, teach me.
Talking about law, my wife and I are not allowed to talk about law. She's an attorney. And because every time I say something, the answer is always, it depends.
Yep.
And I say, I got it that it depends, but is there something? I'm righteously indignant about this topic, and I need to know an answer. And she goes, no, it depends. So I'm good. I'm happy that there's lawyers that I can talk to that can give me the runaround on some sort of other ideas.
Yeah, as far as the attendees go, there's all kinds of people, from all different professions. There are lawyers there. There are, hackers, people who are in computers, people who are locksmiths. So any type of interest you have, there's a space for you really at DefCon.
Well, my goal is I teach. Everyone knows that I'm a school teacher, and one of the things I'm finding out is, even though our students, this generation, the 18-year-olds, are going on to college, they grew up with the internet. They know nothing about security. They know absolutely nothing. Their Facebook gets hacked, and we talk about this all the time. It's okay. It's okay that your Facebook or your Twitter gets hacked. You know what? I'll just change the password, and I'll apologize. And as I go to more and more of these, and I watch these security talks, I find more and more of things I didn't even realize. And so my eyes are opening to, really, I shouldn't do this. This is bad, and that's what I'm really hoping to see different talks on wow, I've been doing this all wrong for years. I should really change my behavior.
I think that's really one of the great things about the villages, because they pop up in just about every security conference. The talks are great. When I go to a security conference, I learn a decent amount from the talks, but it's really the villages. It's really the hands-on project work of, hey, how do you do this thing? How do you pick this lock? How did you make that cool hat that lights up to the sounds around it? And it's really the hands-on interaction with your fellow attendees that gets you the best experience and the best teaching.
Absolutely. It's the whole networking part of it, meeting people who, you otherwise would not have known, right? These are people who come from all over the world. So you meet a lot of cool people, really smart people, and you make friends there.
So I hear about all these different contests. So I'm going to ask Peter and Whitney, what is your favorite contest there?
That's okay.
It's ours, of course, right?
No. So actually, I'm gonna be a little biased. I judge the beard and mustache competition at DefCon. It's been running for quite a few years now. This will be my 3rd year judging, and I think it's just such a fun, bizarre, great opportunity for people who are love facial hair to like grow it out all year. Some will shave and just for this competition. I think it's just like nothing security related, but it popped up as something fun. But the cool thing is that there's this like alternative round where you don't have to, it's not real facial hair. You can make something, and there was a woman who won last year who had a chainmail beard that she made for the competition. People make them out of lights. It's like, it's fantastic. I think that's really my favorite because just it's fun and not security related in a sense. Like you can just like not think.
Now, is that a black badge contest or no?
No.
So, Peter, do you have a favorite contest?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I mean, they're all fun. I mean, I think the scavenger hunt one is really cool. I haven't participated before, but I watch people, and they get asked to get all kinds of weird stuff that somehow they find, within the confines of the Las Vegas Strip.
The problem is it's not finding a speed limit sign that's not 5 or 0. I feel like it's a little more than that. I wonder if it's illegal in certain states, some of the stuff they ask you to find.
I don't know. I think it was DefCon 20. Someone brought in a live chicken.
That I can do. My neighbors behind me have chickens that are in my backyard. I can just bring them.
Yeah, just pack one up, take it with you.
I mean,
it's already one step ahead.
Yeah, they do all sorts of crazy stuff for the scavenger hunt. The car doors, like really random items. I think they just make it as difficult as you possibly can for some of the higher point items.
I mean, I was watching that at Capture the Flag, where people sit for 3 days. So they literally go to the conference and just sit there. And I think Capture the Flags are fantastic. The problem is I'm really bad at them.
I was awful, but I was surprised when they showed the leaderboard at the end, and I only did it for 6 or so hours. I was like, wow, I got that high up on the list? That's kind of impressive. So I would give it a shot, even if it's for the downtime right at the end of the con. You've got to try it just for a little bit. It's fantastic.
Is that the open CTF? Is that the one?
Yeah, probably open CTF that you can just walk in. They have like the official CTF, which is a black badge contest, and that one you have to qualify for. So over the course of the past 6 months or something, they've had different challenges, and you have to qualify for the actual the main CTF. And they also have what's called the open CTF, where people who did not plan ahead, you can just sit down and actually participate and participate in the contest.
So when you say participate in a contest that requires a computer, should I be bringing my computer with me?
I would bring a computer. I would bring a spare hard drive with a fresh install of Debian on it and nothing else. No personal information whatsoever. I would keep a virtual machine of Kali Linux. I'm speaking from personal experience. It's generally when going to a security conference that's known to be less than friendly, it's good to bring as little valuable information with you as possible.
Yeah, bring something that you don't mind wiping when you get home.
Yeah.
Right.
So my school Chromebook, my school-issued Chromebook, is that good?
No.
I think the personally identifiable information on there probably not.
Yeah, don't bring anything that work owns. I mean, if you bring it, turn it off, or don't.
Well, technically, I'm a public employee, so all that stuff is in the public. I mean, I'm just pointing out there.
So we have to ask someone who knows something about law. Would that fly in a court case? My guess is going to be it depends, right?
Well, I can't give legal advice.
See, there's your answer.
Tom, send her .0001 Bitcoin, and now we retained her. just like they do on the TV show.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's all legal.
Yeah, you just pay someone money, and that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I found, really with a hostile network, don't connect to the Wi-Fi, don't have your Bluetooth turned on, and do that with all your devices. And that's going to be pretty sufficient. And don't leave your hardware laying around so people can pick it up. But it's a bunch of really skilled hackers, but I don't think anyone's going to. Now that I'm saying this live on a podcast, you're probably becoming a target. Never mind.
It's basic security things, right? Like turn off your Wi-Fi if you're not using it. Yeah, you don't connect to any Wi-Fi out there that says connect to me, right?
Don't do your banking.
Yeah, don't do your banking there. Basic stuff. If you see a USB cable that you think is out there for someone to charge your phone, don't plug it in because they're probably trying to steal information. Stuff like that. Common sense things that.
We should have made. We should have had in 30. What is it? USB condoms.
Yes.
We should have had those made.
I don't know if we can get that in time in a week.
You could probably get off Amazon Prime some charge-only cables. Those are my favorite to carry around because I just plug them in anywhere. They don't have the pins.
I think we gotta find. Definitely, you gotta find. Brought to you by USB condoms. That's what we need.
I think the company that originally made the device, or the person who called it a condom, tried to rebrand it as being called something else, and it just doesn't. I don't think it's stuck because I don't know what it is.
Well, so prior to the show, years ago, I found a how-to on how to make a Raspberry Pi VPN. So I knew, knowing all this, I said, okay, now I need a VPN. So I spent all day yesterday making my VPN. So now I'm really, really impressed with myself that I'm going to now be rolling on the Wi-Fi or on my 4G with my VPN enabled.
Now, what size key do you have on that, just out of curiosity?
The 2048, because I couldn't go for. I don't know if I could have done a 4096.
You could have done 4096. I'm pretty sure.
I'm not going to do it now. When I get back, I will 4096 it.
It should be sufficient. Should be.
You never know.
Well, at this point, yeah.
So yeah, walk by the wall of sheep once a day or something. See if your user ID and password show up on the big screen. That's always fun.
Yeah, that's a good check for yourself. Just make sure you're not on the wall of sheep.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone has tried to spam the wall of sheep, like put advertisements into insecure requests just to get it up on the wall in front of everyone's eyeballs. That's a business opportunity waiting to happen.
Can you cross-site script the wall of sheep? Can I make my password Bobby Tables?
You're welcome to try, but
I'm hoping to walk by the wall of sheep and see, in 30 podcast at gmail.com.
We get some advertising. Go, Tom, we should do that. I should do that. Definitely walk around.
Yes, totally do that. Just log into our WordPress site from everywhere.
remember that when you mess with someone, chances are they'll probably mess back with you. So it is going to be a big invitation for someone to hack you back.
True.
There's a great story that was floating around. I think after the last DefCon, somebody bought a Hack 5 pineapple and was sniffing Wi-Fi traffic and wasn't doing it very well or incorrectly. Clearly someone inexperienced just playing around, but probably DefCon isn't the first place you should be doing that. And someone caught him doing it and sent a message to his computer and totally just pwned him and was like, if you're gonna play on the network, know what you're doing. So it was great.
That's fantastic. I know for a while there was a nasty cross-site scripting bug inside of the web interface for the Pineapple, where you could actually throw in a script tag inside of a beacon and have it pop up anything that you wanted to on the hacker's computer. So people were putting up, Rick Astley videos and horrible songs from the 80s and anything you can imagine.
Let me ask you this: were there drones there last year, or are drones allowed?
Yes, there were some drones. I think there were actually a couple of vendors selling these micro drones. They're about that big. People are flying them in at a conference.
I'm thinking I should borrow my boss's Phantom, hook up Tom's Wi-Fi grenade.
Oh God! Don't bring the Wi-Fi grenade.
and when I get really mad, well, that wouldn't end well. So.
Well, technically, no one should be on the Wi-Fi at DEF CON except for the press people, and they should be on press Wi-Fi in their little box.
With the 8 minutes left, is there anything I really have to make sure I see?
There's so much to see. Walk everywhere, meet people in the hallways. Go to the talks that you really, really like. The rest of them, you can watch them later on YouTube. So that would be my tip.
Yeah, I would say visit every village, walk around and just kind of introduce yourself to people because you have no idea what path it will take you down. I think I introduced myself to 5 individuals my first DEF CON, and they all ended up being close friends. So, you never know who you'll meet. So just, go up to random people and chat.
I did that in New York. And it turns out I spent lockpicking for 4 hours. Got there at 9. I think Peter grabbed me at 1 o'clock and said, "Let's go get lunch."
Hey, lockpicking is not a bad way to spend 4 hours.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's fun, and you find that a lot of the DEF CON people are very approachable. They might seem scary the first time you go. Even people like Dark Tangent, right? He's the guy that started it. Walk up to him and say hi, and he'll chat with you.
Yeah, everyone's really friendly. I've had wonderful experiences there. People are helpful, and if you just tell people hey, I'm new, teach me, they're gonna be great. We want to help you.
Generally, the rule with hackers is if someone is willing to learn and they're trying to learn, they will be the most helpful, understanding bunch in the entire world.
Yeah, everybody there is there to learn or to teach. So walk up to people and say hi.
Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to learn, like you said, go visit everything, go see everything, and I was looking at the schedule, and I think every hour is already filled up. And I'm thinking, how am I going to do all of this? And I have a feeling I'm going to have to miss out on a lot, but whatever I miss out on, I'll learn something else with somebody else.
There's serious DEF CON FOMO. It's you always are doing one thing thinking I'm missing something else, but I found if you just kind of go with the flow and just see where it takes you, you'll have some really interesting, cool experiences.
Yeah, and another thing to kind of watch out for too is the parties, right? You go to the conference floor, you learn, you meet people all day, and then at night it's all about the party. So check them out. There's some that you can actually sign up for, some that you have to kind of social engineer your way into. So talk to people and see if they'll let you in.
I'm back now, so hopefully everything went well.
The general thing you should know is go party.
Yes.
Do not go back to your hotel room. Just party the night away.
Go party, go have fun, meet people, have drinks, whatever. If you don't drink, you'll still have fun. There's musical acts, there's dance parties, whatever. Anything you like to do, you just find a place to do it.
Well, I was looking at the DEF CON parties. There's a lot of stuff. I think it's more of an excuse to party than to do anything else.
There's a line in the DEF CON documentary, which I just chuckle at every time I see it, where someone's like, what is the misconception about DEF CON? And the person being interviewed says, that it's a bunch of evil hackers, and that if you're gonna go, you're gonna have to hide your face and not tell anyone who you are. And then the interviewer's like, oh, what is it really? And he's like, it's a publicly funded private party for like a bunch of really smart people. And I think that's like a really great way to put it.
Well, the key word there is smart, because you talk to people and they're smart. It is an eye-opening experience when you're around the smartest people you've ever seen all gathered together, and all you want to do is teach me more, and you just watch the hours tick by, and you're like, I can't see everything.
Yeah,
So,
you'll find yourself addicted to like going to conferences and learning, just because like you love the first one and you're like, I want to do more.
So anyway, I mean, we have another minute left, but I figure that's a good. Let's end on the high note that that the smartest people all gather together to learn something, and I think I'll end up reporting with Tom back in 2 weeks when I'm back and I'm well rested and everything else. So I want to thank the two of you for coming on and giving us all the knowledge there, and obviously we'll see you there next week, and I hope to learn a lot.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Okay. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
See ya.